At the end of October and the beginning of November, different people of the ancient world recognize at the same time. The harvest is finished, the light is fading, and we are coming into winter. So some storytelling today. For the Celts, this was marked by a single festival, Samhain, and they celebrated it the night of the 31st of October, the threshold between the old year and the new year. They would lit fires, they would put the livestock back, and they would do offering to the dead. That's one branch of what I'm going to tell you. Now, the other branch is in the Roman world. These days, we're linked to Pomona, the goddess of fruit, and to Ceres, Tellus, the powers of the grain and the earth. Families would offer apples and nuts and wine in thanks for the harvest, and they prayed that the stored food would last. The meaning of this was agricultural rather than spiritual, but the rhythm was the same. Life is retreating beneath the soil and waiting to return in spring. And then when the Christianity took shape inside the Roman Empire, it inherited both the calendar and the seasons. Shortly after the 7th century, the Pope Boniface IV dedicated the Pantheon in Rome. What's the Pantheon? The Pantheon was an originally pagan temple that was built nearly 2,000 years ago, and it meant temple of all the gods. But it was reconsecrated later to St. Mary and all martyrs on the 13th century. And what day? But why the 30th? Because it consecrated Lemuria, the Roman festival of the restless dead, the spirits who had not found peace after death. So, 2 centuries later, another pope moves All Saints from the 30th of May to the beginning of November. And that's the officially universal date that the church establishes for the commemoration of the dead directly in general. And at the same time, the harvest, and at the same time, it was the time of Pomona and the Celts. So they are all coming together across Europe and the Mediterranean. These new feasts blended with other customs, like in Italy and Sicily, people visit graves and they take a fruit and nuts with them for all the souls. In the Celtic lands, people still make fires in the hills on the night before All Saints. So we got 3 traditions that met on the same day. The Celtic, which is the day of the thin veil, the Romans and the sense of the seasons, and the Christian sense of remembrance. And they all configure together the celebration, All Saints, All Souls, and Halloween. 3 languages for one time of the year. And why I'm telling you this in a well-being blog, because culture is good for you and it's good for me, and I love it. And originally, among the other things, I have a history degree, and I love history and I love histories. So I just wanted to pop in and tell you this. I hope you enjoyed it.